Hi everyone, welcome back to Bina podcast together with me Dina. And today we have a very special episode yang mana kita nak berbincang dengan panel yang khas diterbangkan jauh mengenai the Cidb IBS story, overview of construction technology and its impact. And rasanya tak patut kalau saya tak introduce our Bina podcast ni is a new initiative by Cidb Malaysia and Cidb IBS. So stay tuned, memang banyak topik-topik yang kita akan discuss, yang kita akan bawa a great figure from industry untuk share with everyone. Okay, now back to our episode today. Tadi saya ada mention kita ada special guest all the way terbang ke set studio Bina Podcast di IBS Home hari ini. So, selamat datang Encik Azlan.
Terima kasih Dina.
Alright, so together with me, we have TS Azlan Khalid, Chief Operating Officer, COO from KTI Landmark Berhad. So, Encik Azlan, KTI Landmark is from Sabah, right?
Yes,
yeah,
we are from Sabah.
Company yang builders, company from Sabah. So, Encik Azlan, macam mana the journey, the perjalanan daripada Sabah ke sini, okay?
Oh, okay. Saya memang biasa, saya orang Semenanjung. Tapi saya balik, saya kerja kat Sabah and memang frequently saya balik sini lah for work matters dengan family matters. Saya baru sampai semalam.
Okay.
And terima kasih banyaklah Dina atas peluang yang dibagi pada kita Landmark Berhad untuk join you in this Bina podcast. I look forward to a good session with you.
To enjoy the session.
With you.
Yeah, alright. So Encik Azlan, tadi kita dah cakap topik kita, tapi selalunya in our previous episode pun kita tak akan terus tanya soalan pasal topik tu. Macam you dah all the way from Sabah, rugilah kalau kita tak kenal who you are. So maybe Encik Azlan, you can introduce about yourself.
Okay. Saya Azlan Khalid. Saya Chief Operating Officer di KTI Landmark Berhad. Syarikat ni adalah actually property development company dengan design and build contractor. Tapi kita punya forte is actually IBS dengan affordable housing. We've been in the market for about 40 years. Saya join company ni dah 10 tahun ni. Saya sendiri pun dah 63 tahun umur. And company ni sendiri actually is champion lah, kalau ikutkan is a leader in IBS di Sabah. Saya sendiri as a person, I graduated in a diploma in building daripada Institut Teknologi Mara, dan lepas tu saya melanjutkan pelajaran untuk mendapatkan degree saya dalam construction management. Saya ada pengalaman lebih kurang dalam 40 tahun lah. Dan saya pernah kerja di Brunei untuk 20 tahun, lepas tu Saudi 4 tahun, KL jarang sekali for some reason. Lepas tu ujung-ujung towards the end of my career ni saya balik ke Borneo lah, ke Sabah, where I have been with the company for about 10 years now.
Okay, alright. So your journey itulah macam saya ingatkan rupanya lama di Sabah tapi lagi lama di Brunei. So 20 tahun.
20 tahun di
20
Brunei.
tahun di Brunei and you involved actively with the construction di sana.
Yes.
Oh, menarik tu. So kita boleh, you can share lah the best practice what you have done back in Brunei, kan? So mungkin throughout the session nanti lagi banyak lah cerita-cerita best yang you nak share. Alright. Okay. So I think for both of us pun I dah lama kenal you, Encik Azlan.
Yes,
and you've been supporting us all the way. When you mentioned tadi you are the leading for IBS di Sabah, I have to admit that, because yes, you not only the leader yang lead IBS initiative agenda di Sabah, but you also one of the party yang sangat support any initiative especially driven by government agency like us, like Cidb. So that's why lah, I think that's the reason lah why you are here, featured in our orang kata newest newest initiative, this podcast. So kita nak appreciate and value juga your previous support, your previous commitment. Bila tiap kali kita buat any initiative, you mesti ada, you mesti support.
Sama-sama. Terima kasih Dina. Terima kasih.
Okay, so Cik Azlan, tadi you cakap you dah banyak experience not only di Malaysia but also di konteks luar, from Saudi pun you ada. Saya nak tanya your overview when you talk tadi pasal you are the leading in IBS, boleh tak Cik Azlan kongsikan apakah bezanya IBS kat Malaysia dengan the previous country yang you pernah bekerja. Ada beza ataupun sama?
Okay, kalau compare dengan the two countries daripada Brunei dengan dengan Saudi Arabia for example. Jadi saya rasa ada IBS punya teknologi ataupun achievement di Malaysia lebih daripada dua-dua negeri ni. Saya akan share lebih lagi lah punya pendapat kemudian. Tapi kalau compare dengan countries like Singapore for example, saya rasa kita are not up to par dengan dorang yet. Kalau di Brunei sendiri, saya ingat IBS is almost non-existent when I was there lah, 20 tahun yang lalu. Di Saudi Arabia pun saya rasa they're still using conventional system. Tapi yang saya fahamkan di Singapore tu, they had to use IBS because dia negeri kecil. And then they are bound by a lot of restriction, regulations yang land scarce punya challenges. Jadi itu sebab dia pakai IBS. Tapi di Malaysia ni konteks daripada in terms of penggunaan IBS, kalau daripada Semenanjung dengan Borneo, pada saya, pendapat saya sendiri is actually two different scenarios.
Even boleh compare Semenanjung dan Borneo, two different scenario. Okay,
IBS ni masa saya belajar dulu dekat ITM dulu, memang kita dah still, during the time we're still talking about precast and semua ni. And at least walaupun dah 40 tahun dah berlalu, saya rasa dia punya teknologi, dia punya penggunaan tu masih sama. Masih lagi dia orang cakap pasal precast and all that thing. But pengalaman saya bekerja dekat sebelah Borneo ni is that penggunaan IBS ni is influenced by the country itself, for the state of Sabah itself, because dia punya infrastructure is lain daripada apa yang kita ada kat Semenanjung. Dia punya roads are not actually as good as what we have now, and then dia punya penggunaan pun because land dia very scarce, land dia very wide, very big, huge kan. Jadi penggunaan IBS ni pada dorang lah, it's not actually something that you have to force upon.
Banyak pilihan lain lagi.
Banyak pilihan lain.
Betul.
Bagi kami, KTL Lemak Berhad, actually inisiatif penggunaan IBS ni actually initiated by saya punya principal, Dr. Gordon Lok. I think that was in 2004 dulu. It's purely out of passion that he wants to do something else apart from conventional. That was 2004. Even until sekarang pun saya rasa he may be the one of the few lah yang actually champion this passion about IBS. But orang lain tu dekat Sabah tu susah sikit dia nak pakai IBS ni sebab kalau kita cakap pasal penggunaan kilang kan daripada off-site punya factory environment, jadi untuk transport panel tu daripada one place to another tu, dia ada kekangan dari segi keadaan jalan. Kadang-kadang kita punya experience sendiri nak pindahkan panel tu satu tempat ke satu tempat, kadang-kadang ada overhead cables, jambatan yang rendah and all these things. Jadi bukan macam dekat Semenanjung. Dekat Semenanjung you can transport the panel from Johor to Perlis without any issues because highway still is very upper. Jadi kalau Dina tanya tadilah pasal pengalaman kita ni,
compare dengan negara lain tadi.
Compare dengan negara lain tadi, dari konteks Malaysia sendiri, kalau nak compare lah negara lain dengan Malaysia ni, there is a difference between Semenanjung dengan Sabah.
So sebenarnya kalau nak compare, boleh compare Semenanjung, Borneo dan negara lain.
Betul.
Oh, that's interesting. That's why kita memang purposely invite player like you guys from Borneo side. Sebab kadang-kadang kita di Semenanjung ni, yalah, bila on our government side pun kan, when we develop a new policy, or a new requirement whatsoever, kadang-kadang bila kita ni bukan the real player, yang bukannya hands on the ground, especially for Borneo side, kita banyak terlepas pandang benda-benda yang realitinya. So that's why lah kita perlu banyak lagi engagement, saya rasa lah, dengan player like you guys, and you come and share what's to improve and the real situation, the reality check on the ground tu. Alright, so tadi the next question will be sebab when I ask you about nak tanya apa comparison between globally lah, between negara lain dan Malaysia on IBS, sebab it goes to the next question. Saya nak tanya Cik Azlan, Malaysia ni kita dah I think kalau untuk IBS sendiri for policy lah, we talking about policy, dah lama dah diwajibkan untuk projek kerajaan. Since 2007 lagi dah wajib. And untuk projek swasta pun baru-baru ni dah ada polisi yang terbaru, menunjukkan Malaysia ni dah betul-betul push lah, like you pun mention earlier. Tetapi adakah you rasa that dan how sebenarnya this IBS through the policy, through the program, through the training ke apa semua, transform the Malaysian construction industry? Ada tak impact dia?
Personally speaking, Adina, saya rasa pihak kerajaan sendiri dengan Cidb lah kan, dia dah buat quite a lot untuk champion the practice of IBS dekat Malaysia ni. Tapi penggunaan pakai tu saya rasa masih lagi ke belakang lah, saya rasa.
Rendah, masih lagi rendah.
Kalau if you allow me to state a few reasons, observation on our side.
Yeah, that's why we invite you.
Yeah. Kenapa? Sebab pada saya lah, kekangan yang nombor satu lah is actually IBS ni actually is economies of scale punya construction. Lagi banyak buat, lagi banyak, lagi cepat.
Betul.
And also dia punya for us contractor dengan developer ni, the profit margin pun the more you do, the more you apalah.
Yeah.
Tapi kadang-kadang kita tak boleh achieve sebab apa? Dia punya design, the design by the architect is not IBS friendly.
Faham.
Bulat sana, bulat sini. Kadang-kadang you want to achieve some, for example macam diwajibkan penggunaan IBS untuk satu bangunan kerajaan lah.
Okay, alright.
Bangunan kerajaan tu dia punya design pun ada bulat sana, bulat sini, lepas tu ada a lot of things which in IBS punya environment sebenarnya tak practical. Sebab apa? When you do IBS, you talking about repeating
standard size,
repeating the thing over and over again. Jadi kalau you ada too many molds, for example, and it doesn't achieve what you want to do. First, cost makin mahal. Nombor dua, skill set memang tak ada sekat sana. And nombor tiga, instead of lagi pendek masa, pengalaman makin panjang. Pada saya pernah share ni dengan Cidb juga sendiri kan. Yet that maybe perhaps lah yang paling penting pada saya is actually to ensure that the designers, architect, engineers, M&E engineers faham how to actually achieve the advantages of IBS. Kalau diorang pun tak faham macam mana nak design efficiently so that we can achieve laju, cost rendah, and also as little defect as possible. Kalau designers tak faham ni, then we cannot, in the end we cannot achieve.
It all start with design stage lah.
Design stage,
mereka lah.
Jadi macam kami, we are design and build contractors. Kita sendiri yang design, kita sendiri manufacture, lepas tu kita sendiri yang pasang. Senang control. Kita senang execute any contracts. Tapi kalau in a purely contractor punya environment, but there is an employer, there is a team of consultants and also the contractor, kadang-kadang kita dikekang. Sebab apa? We want to propose something which is more efficient. Jadi saya personally lah, saya rasa the designers, the consultant team should be required to have accreditation in terms of IBS design lah. Then it can help the whole process.
So barulah Malaysia tu betul-betul transform lah
Yes.
to what is supposed to be lah.
Betul.
Towards IR 4.0, CR 4.0 punya teknologi sekarang. Alright, I got it.
If I may add, one more item is that kadang-kadang kita industry players pun kita a bit confused juga. Sebab apa? Cidb memang ada dia punya own to us contractors, you are our regulators. Kita ikut Cidb punya journey lah towards IBS ni. Tapi at the same time memang ada satu lagi standard pula yang by JKR. JKR pun ada dia punya IBS punya requirements and all things. Jadi kita kadang-kadang and JKR pun kadang-kadang dia exam penggunaan IBS on certain projects. For us who are passionate about IBS, kita pun confused kadang. Is it who do we actually
faham?
So we see that the industry mungkin susah sikit nak jalan ke depan kalau there are some confusion in terms of where to actually follow.
Understand. And I think when you talk about that, it's very good issue when you brought up about the assumption tadi kan from JKR. I think it mostly happen di Borneo side. Sebab kami selalu terima kalau macam Borneo ni again tadi kan macam awal-awal Cik Azlan ada cakap pasal logistic wise tak sesuai, infrastructure di sana pun tak ready kan. So jadi bila awal-awal dulu bila kita kenakan syarat, tapi tiba-tiba semua kita dapat permohonan untuk dikecualikan because of that dah all the ni, and I think that's why one of the reason why diterima okay lah. Tapi I think I can make a statement here that that issue dah banyak ditambah baik since I rasa the technology IBS itu sendiri dah evolve. So dulu waktu awal-awal yes kita banyak fokus on the precast, which is yang memang kena logistik kan, logistic wise and support. But sekarang I rasa because of kategori lain IBS yang lebih orang kata remote area friendly. So that's why lah now dah agak susah lah kot untuk dapat pengecualian, untuk dapat exemption. So I think Cidb or on our side pun diorang JKR or even JKR sendiri, mereka pun dah start dengar. I think because of your effort jugalah. Macam you cakap, you pun pernah cakap kan, dah pernah suarakan isu ni, and I think they take one of the action as well lah. Makin kurang lah.
Having said that Dina, sebenarnya 2 minggu ke 3 minggu lepas Krim dengan Cidb lah ada organize workshop on exactly the same thing lah. Yang maksud dia untuk how actually to help out all these issues and how to set up an on-site punya casting yard.
Yes.
Saya rasa workshop tu was very successful and kita pun support lah. KTL Landmark pun support in terms of bagi dia orang some insights lah what actually how to actually set up this facility to speed up the penggunaan IBS lah.
So itu salah satu action yang I rasa from side like JKR, Cidb yang kita cuba untuk tangani lah kan. Yalah. Alright, a good answer Cik Azlan. Thank you. You cerita sebab yelah saya pun setahun berapa kali je pergi Sabah. So kita tak tahu kan what's really happening in Sabah itself. Bukannya kecil kan. Kawasan-kawasan yang lagi remote tu lagilah dia punya challenges dia banyak. And tadi sebenarnya saya tertarik bila Cik Azlan kupas on that answer, you banyak cerita on the challenges kan. Betul. Macam mana nak especially di Borneo side. And the next question will be with that challenges, do you think that sekarang ni banyak teknologi baru yang complement IBS? Macam BIM for example, Building Information Modeling. So do you think that this new technology like BIM and any other technology membantu menangani challenges yang you cakap tadi?
Definitely, BIM is the way forward lah. Kalau kita nak everybody to be on board, all consultant side, contractor side, I think BIM is the way forward so that kita boleh design a more efficient type of IBS construction. Tapi back to my concern tadi lah, that kalau boleh lah, it's not actually yang ini cadangan saya, kalau boleh Cidb IBS sendiri mungkin akan boleh ambil inisiatif untuk organize something lah for the consultants so that everybody, siapa-siapa yang nak buat IBS punya project, the consultant must be accredited by Cidb IBS because you already have your guidelines in terms of your precast punya module, your all the special function punya module under IBS. Kalau boleh saya kata wajib pun nanti orang marah saya. Tapi I think dari segi pengalaman is very useful for Cidb IBS to take up the challenge to ensure lah that the consultants are actually train in terms of an efficient design.
So kita keluarkan sijil pula untuk consultant IBS. Macam tu ya?
Ya, macam tu.
Maknanya sebab sekarang kita Cidb through us keluarkan sijil untuk manufacturer, supplier IBS kan, yang produce the product. So your cadangan tadi, consultant pun kita do the same mechanism.
Tapi saya I can foresee some of the challenges jugalah. Sebab apa, macam architect they are bound by PAM kan.
Yes.
Lepas tu engineers are bound by IEM and all that thing. Tapi mungkin kita can find a middle ground so that kita sebagai consultant, kita sebagai industry player lah, bila kita implement IBS punya project, it's easier for us to do our moldings, to do our installation.
Dan tak confuse macam
tak
cakap
confuse,
tadi.
And back to the tujuan IBS ni sebenarnya 3. Satu is to speed up the project, nombor 2 efficient, nombor 3 to make sure that it's is for us is QLASIC lah. Your quality is going to be there, QAQC.
Betul.
Yang 3 lebih penting. To achieve, it's a win-win situation. Untuk kita, economies of scale kan. Lagi banyak kita buat, lagi kita profit margin mungkin akan bertambah. For the client side, especially the public sector, dia akan achieve whatever yang diidamkan lah dari segi IBS.
Alright. So Cik Azlan, saya nak go back a bit. Tadi awal-awal you ada mention pasal how KTI start based on the patient itself. Kan? Bukannya macam sebab kena paksa ataupun because of the policy kan, sebab you nak bid for government project, tak ada choice, that's why you buat IBS. Tapi you are different. Maknanya bila you cerita tadi, it caught my interest. KTI start because of the passion from you punya team kan, you punya founder. Ni, tapi boleh the next question saya nak minta you kongsi macam mana nak share ataupun nak transfer that passion ni kepada another private player yang sama macam you guys di sana, especially di Sabah.
Saya nak share sikit lah tentang pengalaman kita lah, the journey into IBS by both my principal, who is Datuk Dr. Gordon Look, our group MD, dengan wife dia. They started off building affordable homes sebab dia is actually out of a sincere realization lah, yang dia tengok yang ramai orang dekat Sabah ni dulu memang tak ada rumah. Jadi and especially in the town city area. Jadi they went ahead and they were actually pioneers in actually affordable housing dekat Sabah. And they built a lot of houses which people can afford masa tu. Very very innovative design and so on. Tapi along the way, after 20 years into the business, they found out that actually you can actually optimize how you build affordable housing. Jadi my boss ni, my group MD ni, dia memang apa sikit, he's a risk taker. And he likes to try certain new things. Tapi so in 2004 he started off with masa tu kat Kluang Prison. We did the prison in Kluang.
Keluang di
Johor. Walaupun kita being Sabah, tapi we did a few government projects dekat Semenanjung lah, ada 3-4 project. And one of it is the present penjara Kluang. And he used this shear wall system masa tu. So that was the first step. Then bila dia buat tu, because prison actually the best way lah to build prison walls actually using shear wall. From there he found out, why don't we change this? We use this technology for our affordable homes. Itu yang slowly develop bit by bit. Guna cepat. And then lama-lama they went into shear wall system formwork and so on. Sampai tahun 2012 baru dia start using precast system.
I see.
Jadi kalau Dina punya question tadi tu, how you actually want to you want to encourage people lah to have this passion. I think there are a lot of incentives given by the government lah to developers to actually use the system. It's either whether they want it or not tu je. Jadi for us, is out of passion that affordable housing ni, we can actually build better affordable housing, faster affordable housing, which are proven along the way. Itu sebab kita gunakan itu. Tapi for other people, kalau they can actually follow us lah. Actually a lot of people wanted to emulate us lah kan, macam mana kita buat kita punya IBS product and so on. Tapi of course challenges dia kekangan daripada modal kan. Yang paling penting sekali modal ni yang selalu orang kalah lah. Sebab apa? The machinery dan also tapi actually kalau ikutkan, modal ni is actually the first step untuk susah je. After you start up your factory, production
going
is orang kata macam tutup mata sebelah. It's actually in auto mode. Tapi I cannot blame them lah. Sebab apa? To start the project you get financing and so on kan.
Resistant untuk start yang nak nak hadap the challenges yang awal-awal tu.
Betul.
Ramai orang tak sanggup nak ambil that risk lah.
Betul.
And it's different with your founders, with your principal, sebab dia macam cakap tadi lah, risk taker. So tak apa, kita try dulu. Kita buat dulu kan terus. But menarik sebab starting from affordable home, affordable house punya project, so mereka nak deliver more. So mereka like, okay, let's do in IBS sebab they found that IBS ni lagi cepat.
Yes.
Kan? Dan along the way, bila projek dah banyak, volume tinggi, and then boleh jadi untung lah sebenarnya. Because you guys still businessman no matter what.
Yes.
Kan? You will be like always talking about money lah at the end of the day.
Can I share with you something, Dina?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, nak proof lah kan. This IBS is actually, we don't depend too much on human punya resources to make the project going. Masa COVID dulu, we were actually doing this project in Tuaran. I tak tahu sama ada Dina had a chance to visit our factory kat sana. Tapi masa COVID tu, we actually produce our demand for houses masa tu tiba-tiba tinggi.
Okay.
And sales was better masa COVID time tu, and we actually had to produce more dekat Cidb, dekat our plant lah, our IBS plant. And we can do it because kita
less manpower.
Kita tak rely so much on our human beings.
On the human.
And then kita punya kilang pun masa dah produce, and we can actually complete the project on time walaupun masa COVID.
So you are among those yang orang kata, kan ada statement yang cakap waktu COVID tu betul, it's affected most of us, tetapi sebenarnya ada juga golongan yang orang kata gain more during the COVID. So you are one of them.
We are one of them, definitely one of them.
Okay, that's
sebab
good.
apa masa COVID tu, a lot of our customers realise that we have to own a home, kan? Work from home ni tak tahu sampai bila,
faham,
and then they have to have a home. Then suddenly especially the government
buat rumah tinggi.
And then government servants yang belum take up the loan semasa tu,
semua
ours was actually very affordable, and demand and request for our homes actually tiba-tiba naik because of this COVID punya situation lah.
Interesting. Yelah, dia nak set up home based office kan, because of menarik.
So maksud tu dia orang kata, we don't see the light at the end of tunnel sampai bila COVID kan. Might as well kita just beli rumah lah.
Okay, that's good. So tadi kan back that, so it's proven sebenarnya IBS ni bukan sahaja cepat, dan kalau buat dengan cara yang betul, you akan dapat a good monetary punya investment back. And saya tertarik, less people handle kan, less manpower, apa semua. And I think it's recall back one of the main objective juga kenapa Cidb start IBS ni, sebab kita nak mengurangkan kita punya kebergantungan kepada pekerja asing. So sebenarnya you punya story ni boleh orang kata that this achieve the objective of why government push.
Definitely. For us memang we are glad lah that Cidb IBS especially was set up. Sebab ini is the opportunity time for to prove that IBS is actually the way to go, go forward. Sebelum CIS 24, Impact semua ni kan, back when we first set up our precast factory in 2011, masa tu lesen Cidb masa tu is just manufacturing license saja. Tapi now you actually gone into making sure that the products are the PPS certified, you conduct trainings, you give guidelines. Actually it's a very big step towards IBS. We are as an industry player kat Sabah yang quite lonely at the top. Sebab kita seorang je buat kan. Jadi when Cidb IBS came in, tu pasal Dina, that I myself, I told my principal, my management that we need to engage more actively with Cidb IBS, for example, because sebab you are answering a lot of our questions. You're doing a lot of things for us. So itu yang kadang-kadang bila it was quite frustrating kalau ada challenges along the way in terms of kenapa orang susah nak buat IBS ni, because kita have to remove all these barriers macam cakap tadi kan, design and all those infrastructure issues lah.
So jangan jadikan because of that challenges you tolak tepi pejam mata yang all the benefits yang lebih lagi tadi tu.
Saya rasa kalau government punya direction ni tak ada, we're not looking back anymore. IBS ni memang dah benda pada saya lah kan, benda yang wajib. And kita tak ada alternative anymore. There's no excuses about not using IBS anymore. Tak ada pilihan anymore.
Dan memang kena.
Memang kena.
Dah kena wajib dah.
Pada kami is proven. Why don't we use it?
Yeah.
Itulah.
Oh, that's good. Sebenarnya kita tak plan tau nak jemput you supaya that you we jemput you ni. Yeah, of course we know because you are the player yang actively and again back because we think that you can become like our voice. Tapi bukan untuk semata-mata puji kami.
Tak ada.
No kan? This is not the pre-planted
Tak ada skrip. Memang tak ada skrip. Saya pun datang memang datang sini tak ada. There's no script for this one.
Okay,
Dina?
alright.
I think to put it short, we're on the same page lah.
Okay, that's good. Alhamdulillah. Alright, so next saya sukalah, saya nak again sebagai orang Malaysia, saya rasa macam nak tahu lebih. Contoh Cik Azlan, boleh tak you share, ada tak projek yang sepanjang you buat dekat Sabah especially yang menggunakan IBS yang you rasa paling susah nak buat but you guys manage to deliver it well? Ada tak satu story boleh share?
Ada satu story. Kita ni banyak buat affordable housing program untuk kerajaan. And one of the program dinamakan Perumahan Penjawat Awam Malaysia, PPAM lah. Dulu dinamakan PPA 1M. The first project yang kita buat di Sabah, the first project PPM di Sabah ni kita yang buat. Jadi project ni actually terletak di Kinarut di Sabah, involving 6 blok 18 tingkat, 1296 unit kondominium. And price dia pun very reasonable masa tu, 190,000 sampai 300,000, from 900 square feet sampai 1,300 square feet. Tapi masa tu bila kita dapat projek tu, and you know we were halfway through the journey kan. Macam mana pun my principal cakap whatever it is we want to use IBS. Jadi that was a turning point from our shear wall system and all that thing into proper precast. That was the first time kita set up kilang on site.
Oh, because of that project.
Because of that project.
Okay.
Tapi project masa tu it was a 1090 project. Maksud dia kita we can only claim 10% upfront, 90% kita kena finance sampai habis.
Wow.
Lepas habis handover, then only we can claim for our for the 90% in tranches of 25 lah. Jadi kita pergi kat bank, minta bank untuk support us lah. And most of the bank kata you are doing IBS and this is 1090 project, macam mana you nak buat? But one bank, I cannot name the bank here, because we were with them for about 30 years. And we presented to them our case, and we told them that nak macam mana pun we still want to use IBS for this project. And they took up the challenge. Finally they give the approval, and we got the financing. So tapi 1090 kan, 10% kat situ, 90% kita nak service loan lagi, and then kita nak buat plan lagi, and we were the first. And to make it a bit challenging juga, masa kita start project tu, masa tu gempa bumi kat Sabah tahun 2015.
Oh, I see.
And building a 18-story building IBS, people were still skeptical lah.
Ya, betul.
Kan? Boleh ke ni?
Kan? Baru je
gempa bumi masa tu. So banyak challenges yang kita face along the way, and being a PPA 1M project masa tu, kita kena jual dekat penjawat awam. And penjawat awam ni dekat Sabah, ramai penjawat awam dekat daerah pedalaman, cikgu-cikgu semua. We had to go down and try to sell our product. At the same time we were trying to produce our ABS punya elemen kat sana. Tapi alhamdulillah, we managed to complete the project ahead of schedule. And thank you for IBS.
IBS lah.
Kalau konvensional, saya rasa
mungkin
delay. Sebab we talking about 1 bulan 2 floor. Kalau konvensional susah nak achieve macam tu. And furthermore, masa tu orang kat Sabah tak biasa sangat duduk dekat high rise. And we had to, within our company we have a full-fledged sales and marketing team, we have a full-fledged project team. And both of the two units work very hard together to actually, satu nak jual, satu lagi nak build. But for me lah, I said kalau tak ada IBS kan, susah kita nak achieve that type of apa. Jadi to sambutlah Dina punya soalan tadi. The biggest challenge we had was in that project, and that was our turning point in terms of we were actually masa tu baru 10 tahun agaknya kita tried using IBS. That from that point onwards we were very convinced that IBS is the only way that we want to go.
So you dah awal-awal pun you dah ada orang kata the biggest challenges lah, but you managed to we managed to sebab apa masa tu nak beli plant, nak beli gantry crane semua kan kita. So for other industry players memang susah, Dina. Kalau kita tak ada that passion kan, that pengalaman untuk buat benda susah. Kalau dia kata dia nak buat IBS tapi tak ada, there's nothing to back you up, memang susah nak dapat ni. It's all about passion actually.
It's all about passion, and also about kalau you tengok, kalau you Google kan, the challenges to IBS ni, nombor satu is investment, investment punya cost.
Talking about passion, mungkin kita kena buat boot camp kot untuk industry player kan, supaya camp jati diri untuk cintakan IBS.
Some people don't understand kenapa you pakai IBS. Conventional kan senang. I said why not?
Betul.
We said why not? We prove it. Kan kita boleh buat banyak-banyak projek with IBS, kenapa kita nak turn back towards conventional?
Betul. Itulah. Tapi dia kalau macam contohlah selama ni pun bila CIDB IBS atau CIDB banyak duduk nak educate ataupun keep sharing about these benefits, but we always have the response that yang bagus tu bagus, tapi yang negatif pun selalu cakap, alah you CIDB, of course lah you cakap benda baik je kan, you akan cakap benda yang sebab you yang paksa kami buat, but when it come from you guys like the industry player, dan inilah that's why kita macam okay, so it's a living proof. We have the living proof here.
Tapi can I qualify that, Adina? Saya cakap tadi 90% of projects kita pakai IBS. Tapi ada certain project yang kita tak dapat pakai IBS.
Boleh langsung kan.
Sebab case in point, kita tengah buat satu mixed development dekat Kota Kinabalu. Tapi tempat tu is too congested. Dia right in the middle of town, too congested. And ini yang saya cakap ni,
logistik,
consultant punya design tu, dia ada 4 tower on a podium. And all of the tower actually different designs. Jadi tak boleh lah. It's not practical to use IBS, pasal
economical and practical for.
Sebab kalau kita nak produce panel kat tempat lain, lepas tu dia kena queue, and then we cause congestion and all that thing lah. Jadi kita opt not to use IBS kat sana.
Faham. Yelah. Tapi it's like 10% lah out of
10%. Kalau boleh kita nak buat juga. Tapi tak boleh.
Lah tu. Tapi yelah, menarik apa yang you sharekan ni, Cik Azlan, sebab at least also an eye opener for me as well. Walaupun I ni memang dah dalam bidang IBS kan, tapi when people like you yang share benda ni secara detail, hands on, baru kita nampak oh yalah, and then give us an idea, okay, next program apa kita nak buat. Macam tadi dah ada satu cakap kan, we should tackle this designer punya team kan, on the design stage. Maybe lah on the next, and maybe the next episode kita kena jemput wakil daripada from design team, arkitek, engineer, untuk kita cerita, share apa sebenarnya yang you tak happy dengan IBS. Alright, so okay, macam yang Cik Azlan duduk buat ni kan, ada tak konsep, so KTI is considered as a big gun lah di Sabah. So the next question yang saya nak tanya, in term of you konsep macam payung lah kalau di Sabah, ada tak KTI sendiri play that role to support any other SME untuk maybe you can share the same things with them? Ada tak program-program macam tu di KTI?
SME dan IBS SME so far kita tak ada, Dina, tapi we are supporting ABM lah. We actually sekarang ni kita tengah dalam perbincangan untuk train the ABM Academy Bina Malaysia punya graduate trainees, and to train in our casting yards.
Maknanya pelatih ABM dia terus menjalani latihan
Yeah.
real di your casting yard.
Dekat casting yard kita this JV is going to be is going to happen soon lah. Saya premature juga cakap benda ni. Tapi discussion ni kita dah adakan dah bertahun-tahun lah, mungkin dalam 5-6 tahun before COVID. Tapi now is becoming a reality. Jadi kalau tak dapat support SME, maybe we support dari segi akademik lah.
Yes, any others punya sector lah. Oh, that's good. So maknanya dia terus dapat the hands-on practical kan, di real. Tapi yelah, when you guys do that kind of initiative, of course akan ada cost impact to you guys. If you can share about that.
Cost impact saya rasa memang ada. Sebab apa, we have to come up with funds for training and so on. Tapi overall saya rasa, because macam cakap tadi kan, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely to be alone.
Sekarang kita nak berkawan lagi.
Kita nak kawan, kita nak make sure that everybody, we have friends in the industry that we can share and we can kadang-kadang you have that component and we don't have. Kadang-kadang kita boleh ambil and exchange. Tapi sekarang ni kita we have to do it on our own. Ataupun ada that, ataupun kita terpaksa import lah, ataupun kita tak guna langsung. Jadi kalau to answer your question again, SME ni we tried to, tapi there are no
take up
there are no take up
lah.
Yes,
we can say.
yes. On the other hand, diorang yang datang kita to actually support them, which we can't because kita punya project terlalu besar, and we cannot cater to outside punya demand.
Faham.
Jadi balik pada ABM punya story tadi tu, saya rasa kalau kita encourage people, I think awareness have to come from there lah.
Betul.
From this
students,
young talents, and yalah, kalau nak train pun di tengah panas and all that thing kan, tapi they have to take up the challenge lah. So that they can learn how to make buildings faster and cheaper, and more quality.
Now you're talking about collaboration, engagement yang you buat bakal dengan ABM, another anak syarikat Cidb Malaysia, which is good initiative, very impactful lah, saya rasa sangat impactful. Dan is get to the next question yang saya cuba nak tanya Cik Azlan, that I know that selain daripada Cidb, ada juga agensi lain yang juga support this IBS industry, contohnya Maida. I bet you mesti ada experience dengan Maida, how you deal with that. If you can share a bit about that.
Okay. Our journey with Maida ni started when we went for listing. Kita got listed last year, 2024 bulan Jun.
Okay. Congratulations.
Terima kasih. Jadi as part of the compliance and governance lah, and due diligence, they found out that in order for you to set up plan untuk IBS punya casting yard ni, you kena dapatkan manufacturing license daripada Maida.
Yes.
And masa tu kita pun try to maneuver a bit lah, pasal kita kata kita bukannya kilang, kita part of the building process. Tapi they made us understand that thing. Manufacture ni sebenarnya when you produce something from something to a different thing is considered manufacture.
Okay.
Jadi masa tu kita pun rasa macam susah sikit, tapi along the way we got used to it, and we understood why it's important untuk kita dapatkan that manufacturing license. Sebab apa, dia the process tu actually takes for you to actually comply lah dengan AIA requirements locally. Lepas tu PBT pun kena buy in into that thing and kita kena comply with certain regulations state-wise. Jadi the journey with them was pleasant lah. Sebab apa, they made us understand, and we shared this experience masa kita adakan workshop dengan Pivot Cream dengan Cidb 2-3 weeks ago. And you have to have that that initiative lah to get a license. Tapi on Maida itself, they actually supporting IBS industry. There are certain incentives and also tax deduction, tax rebates and also on. But itu mengedebatkan kilang yang besar, so on lah. Tapi Maida tried to actually help us to dapatkan certain incentive masa 3 or 4 years ago, masa COVID lah. They actually understood the situation dekat Sabah, and they actually assisted in a lot of ways lah.
Okay. And why I ask you that question, sebab kita sebenarnya sambil-sambil ni nak dapatkan idea jugalah. Macam tadi dah bagi satu. So since you pun dah ada experience dengan interagency selain daripada CIDB kan, and since you also actively support all the agency government in term of sharing your technical expertise and everything. So selain daripada MIDA, do you think that we should, or which agency yang you rasa relevant to your circle, ecosystem yang CIDB should go into?
If you can elaborate more.
Contoh macam MIDA, bila CIDB buat collaboration dengan MIDA, because kita advise MIDA, because MIDA kan dia handle on the manufacturing, so kita akan advise MIDA on the technicality. You should give this manufacturing license dan letak requirement kalau mereka dapat for buat kilang IBS, mereka dapat leverage on this double tax deduction, for example. So that's also sebenarnya initiative by CIDB. Kita yang advise MIDA and work together with MIDA. And itu maknanya dengan MIDA dah settle dengan agensi seperti MIDA. And you rasa ada tak lagi agensi lain yang macam MIDA yang CIDB kena bekerjasama supaya dapat benefit tu dekat you guys for industry players? Yang kami terlepas pandang lah mungkin.
CIDB ni dia bawa
Kementerian Kerja Raya,
KKR kan, Kementerian Kerja Raya. Tapi when houses are being built, dia under KPKT.
Betul?
Jadi saya rasa KPKT at one point of time, KPKT wanted to get involved dengan IBS ni, saya dipahamkan dululah. Tapi saya rasa if out of all the agency yang ada, saya rasa KPKT is the first one lah who should be engaging with KKR for example, and also CIDB lah, in terms of championing the CIDB punya journey ni. IBS punya journey. Sebab dia bawah KPKT sendiri ada banyak dia punya jabatan-jabatan agensi sendiri yang melibatkan building lah.
Building approval.
Building approval. Dia orang yang keluarkan all the for example lah your KM, your BP, and most importantly guidelines for PBT to follow in terms of CCC and so on. Itu satu lagi challenge
area yang boleh kita cuba ni
Saya dari pengalaman pun, PBT pun have to be, nak kata educated is a strong word, tapi mungkin to be brief lah. Yang IBS, they have to support IBS. Kalau diorang tak faham pasal IBS, susah diorang nak ni. Susah diorang nak
agree. Tapi to reflect on that, maybe I can just add a bit. Sekarang CIDB pun memang dah buat engagement dengan KPKT mengenai yang melibatkan local authority on the building approval, KM. That for the latest policy yang IBS untuk projek swasta ni, sebenarnya polisi tu is menggunakan polisi KPKT, bukan polisi KKR. Kita tak keluar, maknanya kan that circular is under KPKT circular. Maknanya KPKT yang keluarkan, dia letakkan syarat projek bernilai 50 juta dan ke atas dan 50,000 meter square wajib mengguna pakai IBS, yang mana akan monitored semasa mereka nak apply for the building approval.
I see. If I may ask, yang requirement ni actually under akta ke ataupun under guideline?
Under di bawah consider akta lah.
Akta,
Yes. Policy circular. Consider dah satu legal punya arahan lah.
That will be good.
Dia dah jadi wajib.
It will be good. Kalau nak make sure that the thing is actually complied by all the industry players kan, saya rasa PBT is orang yang bersatu lah.
Betul. For private sector project kan, sebab semua nak kena dapat, dia ada gatekeeper untuk start untuk start buat project.
Betul.
Apa-apa hal kena dapat
approval. But it's a big challenge Alina?
I think this initiative kita dah start buat since like 7-5 years back, but alhamdulillah I think just for the recent year we managed to bawa this circular
that
up.
Will be good lah. I think that will be good.
Orang kata another movement lah, especially on the penguatkuasaan. And when we talking about that, Encik Azlan, if I can add a bit, it's not only about you kena dapat kelulusan, you kena submit all those requirement untuk dapat BP kelulusan, tetapi bila dah ada that kind of circular, di CIDB pula in term of enforcement, kita dah ada punca kuasa. When our team enforcement pergi tapak Bina, tengok you tak buat, tak comply, so we can take a legal action. Sebelum ni tak boleh sebab kita tak ada that punca kuasa.
I see. Okay.
Now we already have that.
I see. Itu CIDB lah.
Betul. Itu melalui CIDB punya akta 520.
That is a very strong move lah.
Tapi yalah, again kan, bila kita cakap macam ni, akan adalah the skeptical akan cakap, another, another push.
Tapi you have to start somewhere lah.
Betul lah, betul. Saya agree. Alright, so Cik Azlan, tadi kan kita dah cakap sikit pasal on the Sabah. And now let's move to, of course you ada juga experience dengan dunia luar, dengan global industri luar. Tadi I tanya experience you yang semasa past experience. And for the current one, I nak ambil contoh macam Singapore. Singapore dah jauh ke depan, especially on IBS, or even they go towards modular, Cik Azlan. Now I nak attract your attention, dan sebelum tu I share dulu Cidb. Dia starting tahun ni kita tengah nak push into modular, which is modular ni sebenarnya part of IBS lah, but kita nak fokus for that specific technology. The soalan is, adakah you rasa kita ready?
Dina, saya rasa kalau nak jawab ready ke tidak sama bila kita tak ready. Tapi we have to make that push. Kalau ikutkan kita punya tahap penggunaan IBS ni sekarang ni, bukannya it's not that great lah. Saya punya pandangan, saya punya observation dulu pun kebanyakan daripada, in fact bukan kebanyakan, almost all of the IBS punya komponen yang produce untuk Singapore terletak di Johor. Kan, and yet kita tak boleh adopt that type of enthusiasm in terms of getting IBS punya ni kan. Jadi kalau you tak push something, the rest will not follow. Kan. Jadi modular ni is everybody, other countries are actually doing the whole house.
Ya, betul.
The whole house
hantar ketul dekat tapak.
Ya, bukan tu je, dah siap tile, dah siap elektrik, everything, just letak aja. Kalau tengok China punya video semua tu kan, it's all real, bukannya dream anymore.
Ya, betul.
Jadi kenapa kita nak hold ourselves back kan? Saya sokong pada sebagai industry player, walaupun kita punya tahap penggunaan tak begitu superb, tapi sampai bila? Sampai bila kan? Sampai bila?
Macam yelah, hari tu saya berpeluang, saya baru balik this year lah. We went to attending this World of Modular in Las Vegas, and we also had experience to visit one of the factory yang buat modular. It's surprisingly, it's not only modular, Cik Azlan. Modular tu, rumah tu dia boleh fold. Sebab dia nak cater
RC.
They're using the not RC, they're using the lightweight panel material like AAC, something like that. But they can fold sebab dia nak cater for the logistic punya challenges. Not only I rasa dia lebih kepada bukan nak challenges, dia nak reduce the cost lah. So dia innovate supaya rumah tu boleh fold macam kemah.
That's my point, Dina. That is exactly the word you use, just to innovate. Kalau kita tak start, sampai bila kita tak ada this spirit of innovation kita kan. Nak buat satu modul pun susah, orang lain dah berlipat.
Kan, dah boleh berlipat dah. Modul tu daripada seketul dia lipat. Okey, dia hantar.
Fantastic.
Itu kita tengok depan mata lah. Even we have a very nice field trip lah, macam pergi factory kan. Dia bawa, and kita macam, oh, berjakunya. But that's, surprisingly
Jadi
lah.
penggunaan IBS dekat US, you mentioned Las Vegas kan?
Betul.
Is it
yes,
very
modular.
Very high?
Mereka they have a very orang kata matured community for modular, especially because saya cakap tadi kan, since Cidb tengah push for modular, so kita start dah buat engagement, start network with US, UK or even China punya community. But kalau nak specifically in US, they all the way go towards modular, and mostly they are not rely on precast only from timber, their material, because belah-belah sana UK, US, timber is one of the material yang option yang bagus lah. So macam it's interesting. Saya kata macam wow, very, that's why lah kita macam nak belajar lah, kita bring the best practice, benchmark with them, and then kita cuba share dengan kita punya local industry. Tengoklah.
Saya rasa nanti not impossible, Lina. It's actually orang kata quantum leap lah kan. Tiba-tiba kita nak buat satu benda besar walaupun kita tengah very basic
kan,
things.
betul?
Tak. Sometimes in order for you to start thing, you got to take the big huge step. Kan.
It's like a leapfrog.
And challenge everyone lah. Leapfrog.
Leapfrog.
Challenge everyone that you can go beyond what you have not done before.
Betul?
Tapi saya rasa model dah start kan kat Malaysia.
Dah dekat for our record, because kami kan keep on the license for those yang produce di Malaysia so far. data kami dah ada 5 syarikat lokal yang produce modular component di Malaysia.
I see.
So that's why lah CIDB kata, okay, we need to focus on this so that kita can grow more local players.
Since kita dah start, might as well we just do
Betul
it
kan? All the way sajalah.
Tapi modular ni macam kita industry player, kita punya biggest challenge is macam mana dapatkan tower crane yang sesuai untuk angkat semua benda
logistik
ni
lah. Betul again. And talking about logistik, yang itu yang saya pergi visit dekat Vegas, and previous one I visit dekat Belgium, dekat Brussels, same. I attended this World of Modular but UK edition. Mereka ada this they works together with a logistic provider yang dia pakai the jacking system untuk angkat the satu biji rumah. And that jack system I sendiri try, I jack sendiri boleh angkat satu biji rumah. So maknanya teknologi tu ada, Cik Azlan.
Berapa tingkat?
That's for the satu tingkat rumah.
Okay.
So dia boleh buat. Maknanya again, inovatif tu lah kan. Macam-macam dah ada. Kita nak ke tak nak je pakai.
I think we have to go all the way lah, Dina. CIDB, IBS have to take that big move. just go for it. Kita sebagai industry player, kita akan sambut lah. We spoke about that before. And orang ramai kata that why you have to do that? Why not?
Betul? Kan, kalau bukan kita, siapa lagi?
Betul.
By the way, talking about that modular things, saya nak bagi highlights and attention juga kepada audience kita and Cik Azlan. This year, in conjunction with kita punya International Construction Week, annual event yang CIDB memang sentiasa organize. So nak tunjuk betapa seriousnya kita on this modular agenda. So kita akan organize our Bina conference kali kelima penganjuran, and temanya is one of it, the key component is on the modular.
I see.
So one day conference, kita nak bawa juga exhibitor, orang kata technology provider daripada luar, since kita dah start buat networking from China, from UK, from US. So kita nak panggil mereka datang kongsi about about the best practice ataupun about the technology yang mereka tadilah, even not only the modular itself, the technology provider macam logistik tadi kan, that jacking system. Kalau kita tak bawa, orang tak tahu.
Okay, so they'll be joining the
we approaching them actively. So we really hopes that sekarang ni dah almost half of our speaker dah agree yang mana kita aim. I think they will be coming lah. It will be happening on the 28th until 30th of October. So Encik Azlan pun saya terus invite ni. Officially.
Mesti datang. Saya wajib datang.
Yes, you tak pernah miss our event. You tak pernah miss, and you always
congratulations
support.
for having that slot for the modular tu. It's very important move lah.
Kan. Itulah, inilah nak menyahut kepada, kalau tak sekarang bila lagi kan.
Betul.
We go all the way. So that's why lah tahun ni we talking more on the modular and everything lah. Alright, so I think kita pun dah tak banyak sangat masa yang tinggal. Tak rasa kan sejam, Cik Azlan?
Tak rasa, kejap je.
Awal-awal tadi macam alamak sejam
Betul.
So itulah, that's why I think that's also why lah CIDB orang kata push for this new initiative like podcast. Sebab sesi ni orang kata macam sesi santai, kita borak. Macam kita selalu kalau kita jumpa, kita borak berdua je.
Betul.
Cuma kali ni apa yang kita borak berdua ni, kita bagi orang lain juga.
Sharing.
Yes, sharing. So it's not scripted again.
It's not scripted at all. I can assure that.
Itu penting kan. So and then showing to you, my cue card pun sebenarnya kosong. Alright. So I think dengan masa yang tinggal ni, saya nak bagi peluang dekat Cik Azlan. Anything you want to say, and maybe the way forward yang you nampak, your harapan lah as an industry player kepada kita punya construction industry as a whole.
In terms of IBS lah.
IBS and everything kan.
Macam saya share tadi dengan Dina kan, that walau macam mana pun there has to be a single policy lah in terms of apa-apa je. Kalau dalam hal ni, IBS ni, kalau boleh kita ada single policy both in the public and private sector, maksud saya CIDB dengan JKR, so that industry players ni boleh ikut secara senang, secara mudah. Sekarang ni saya rasa a bit is regulated, memang dah control, memang dah properly set up, tapi kadang-kadang kita a bit confused jugalah. Jadi hopefully moving forward, maybe CIDB IBS akan dapat ambil langkah lah untuk make sure there's single standard for IBS lah.
Alright.
Yang kedua tu macam saya share tadi tu, kalau dapat pujuk-pujuk sikit our consultants to adopt to adopt the IBS punya design technology lah kat sana. But overall macam saya cakap dengan Dina, saya cakap dengan your team dulu, that we industry players are very relief lah that Cidb IBS is all around to actually help us to champion IBS punya cause. Saya punya harapan tu je lah, to support the industry as a whole in a more active way lah.
Alright, insyaAllah.
Jadi sebelum saya terima kasih banyak lah kepada Dina this is actually a santai punya kan, session, and a lot of things that we can share on common ground.
I think we always talk like this Azlan, between you and us. But again macam tadi lah, sebelum ni kita selalu borak among us je. Kita tak share to audience our spirit, our passion. Sebenarnya saya suka macam you cakap kan, sebab I think we both share the same passion. If especially about IBS, bila kita bercakap je macam ni
betul.
Mesti adalah like we spark
correct,
the fire,
continuous
kan. So macam ada IBS itu, IBS ini.
But the industry player boleh, everybody can do it. You
betul.
just try, you just have to have the courage to just adopt.
Betul lah. Okay. And thank you again Cik Azlan on behalf of Cidb Malaysia and also Cidb IBS for your time is so precious all the way. You bagi masa untuk kami hari Jumaat petang ni. Kita recording this on the Jumaat petang yang berkat. Semoga our content ni dapat diberi manfaat walaupun sedikit kepada all the audience di luar sana. And with that, sebelum saya end the session, again, for those yang interested untuk join kita punya Bina conference just now, I did mention in conjunction with our International Construction Week, will be happening on 28 until 30th of October 2025 di MyTech KL. You can go to our website bina-cidbibs.my. So kat situ semua ada. Macam-macam inisiatif kita letak kat situ. Komponen dalam conference kita kali ni pun banyak. We bring the TVET competition, we bring the career spotlight, ada career opportunity, we collaborate with Perkeso, and macam-macam lah. Just go to our website, browse through. Of course you will be interested to join, and kalau ada apa-apa masalah, nak inquiries more, just contact us. Alright, so dengan itu saya rasa Cik Azlan, we should end our session. Again, hopefully you enjoy throughout the session.
Definitely enjoy.
Takkan serik kan?
Tak serik. It's worth the trip coming from Sabah.
Worth the trip.
Trip.
Alhamdulillah, itu yang kita nak dengar. Or maybe the next episode kita boleh buat special dekat Sabah edition.
Boleh.
Kan?
Please welcome to Sabah.
Welcome to Sabah, special with
bila-bila je.
KTI punya edisi.
I look forward to that.
Wow,
terima kasih.
Alright, so with that, I think kita jumpa lagi untuk episod di masa hadapan bersama Bina Podcast. That's all guys. Bye.
Bye.